got sound? Yes, we do. Hope everybody can hear me well. We want to welcome everybody here. BTC Fiber is covering this live, so we appreciate BTC Fiber as usual coming into our house and doing a splendid job. First and foremost, as we always do, we will take your hat off, stand, and pray. And I'm going to ask Commissioner Paul Powell to lead us in the prayer.
Our gracious Heavenly Father, we come before thee tonight. We ask forgiveness for our sins. We ask the Lord to bless each one that's present here tonight. Lead, guide, and direct us each day that we live, that we might walk closer to thee. And everything that we do, ask guidance, Lord. We ask tonight to give us guidance here to make the right decision in everything that comes before us. These things we ask in thy humble name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Retired Marine Johnny Cordell, I'll ask that you lead us in the pledge, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Okay, I want to welcome everybody to the regular bi-monthly meeting of the Sequatchie County Commission this Monday, January the 22nd. We want to welcome you here tonight. So I know we've had a lot of weather, a lot of bad weather. Hope everyone is safe going home. We appreciate the good crowd. Okay, Madam Clerk, first and foremost, roll call, please.
Chester Shell.
Yes.
Gary Williams.
Here.
Brian Ruling. Lane Lane. James Freeland.
Here.
Brian Walker.
Here.
Joel Dotson. Here. Ed Nunley.
Here.
Jeff Barger.
Here.
Paul Powell.
Here.
Michael Hudson.
Here.
Gene Dishman. Here. Frank Silver.
Here.
Susie Bostic. Here. Wayne Clemens. Tommy Johnson.
Here.
Tom Venero.
Here.
Jeff Mackey.
Here.
We have a quorum, Madam Clerk. Declare that. I want to say good to see you, Commission. I've not got to see everybody coming in, but welcome to your bound duty tonight. So, all right. Any public comments? Anybody signed up to speak publicly? No road comments? Liam, you've got an easy night. So. All right.
That's probably like here, natives.
In your package, you should have received the minutes from the special called December 18th meeting. I'll entertain a motion to approve said minutes. Have a motion from Mr. Nunley. Welcome, ma'am. I have a second from Mr. Paul Powell. Any corrections, deletions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, said minutes hereby passed. Okay, the reports are coming up next. Sheriff, come in here.
I'm here.
Yes, come on up.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So I don't have a whole lot.
Amen.
We've been, you know, it's been like 10 or more wrecks a day, I think, for a week with the slippery roads. But most of the wrecks, the SoCal wrecks, have just been people sliding off the road into a ditch and needed somebody to pull them out. No serious injuries, just a lot of calls for us. So I've been dealing with that. By the way, kudos to the Highway Department, as well as the Rescue Squad. They've all been working themselves to death and done a really good job. It's been an honor to see all that bunch out there do what they do. So we've got an update on our staff. We've got one deputy. He's our only non-certified at this point, one of our more recent hires, who has just started his academy. So we're looking forward to him coming out and scheduled to come out in mid-April. We have another that is still in the field training officer program. Two have recently graduated from that program to be out on the streets on their own. So that's helping us to have a little bit extra manpower, and it's been a really big plus for us. So things are really looking up as far as manpower goes, and between now and April, it's just going to get better. So in the jail, I would like to report that Our GED program has been going really well. I think I reported last time that we had like 3 people that had tested, and we have 3 people that have obtained their GEDs. We currently have about 10 that are participating in the program. We also are looking at, on top of that, another program. We had a gentleman come up from the Atlanta area that's got a program called Second Op. It's a second opportunity. This will go along with our GED program, and this is guided to help these people be more prepared when they go back on the streets, so that they can be hopefully successful and not come back to us again. So we're looking at that seriously. Looks like a really good program. Other than that, we've had some pretty successful drug seizures and drug arrests over the past couple of months or past few weeks. If you've followed our Facebook page, you've probably seen it there. I think the Tribune's covered a lot of it. We're seeing a tremendous increase in the cost of drugs in our county because of the stranglehold that we're putting on, so there is success there. It'll always be there, but we'll just have to always fight. So that's what we're doing, and we're having a lot of success. And I'll take any questions.
Any questions for the sheriff?
You got anybody alone?
Got what?
You got anybody alone, anybody?
No. No matter.
Thank you, Leo, we appreciate
Yeah.
the good report. Ms. Sarai, I see you right there on the side. Come on up.
I would like to give you all some more specific information regarding school calendars, certainly with all the school closure, just some more information for you in case you're questioned. We are mandated by law to provide 180 days of instruction to students. Here in Sequatchie County, we stockpile 11 days for weather-related incidences. As of tomorrow, we have used all 11 days. That is highly unusual. I want you to know that it is our intent to submit a letter requesting an appeal from the Commissioner of Education. She has the authority to forgive those days. If she does approve that, then we will have 6 days in the bank, so to speak. We'll keep you posted on that. Our priorities are keeping children safe and giving them an education, and in that order. We have very, very supportive parents in a community. They know we love their children, so thank you all for being on our side. We are ready to be back in school. Also, the community may know, but it's on my heart and mind tonight. A long-time, beloved former employee, Miss Leanne Moore, has passed her services tomorrow. She is high school alumni, class of '68, if you can remember her family. Happy to answer any questions. Yes, ma'am.
If you get the appeal and you get 6 days, is that the spring break, or will that go away?
No, ma'am. We should be fine. Even with the 11 now that we've missed, we're good as is.
Okay.
This would be unforeseen circumstance throughout February or later in spring. Which?
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
When the other counties are closing, does that help your case when you go to the state and ask for that?
I would hope. I mean, we can only answer for us, but considering this impacted the entire state, I would imagine she's going to have a lot of these similar requests.
I think so.
When you go to the state and ask for that, does it cost financially for them to do that? Do you recoup some pay or anything on that, based on that?
I don't think there are any dollars involved, no, sir. We just need her to say yes. Any more questions?
I do want to applaud you, your social media post today, your video. I appreciate that. And what you said is very true and very honest. I did not do that.
Connie, that's a sign.
That's a sign. Thank you, Sarai.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thanks, Sarai, we appreciate it. Okay, Lynn with the highway. Lynn? Now, Lynn, we'll cover the
We just
road.
come from work, we still got our work boots on.
Lynn, we'll cover the roads.
And I
when
know
Tom
you
gets
got
here.
a lot of flack for the wind.
That's okay.
Well, thank you for the snow.
Tag.
Okay, in December, we got a little over $173,000 in. That's probably all on the roads right now in salt. So it is what it is. 2 days, 3 days before the snow, we had wind, took down 40 trees, you think, more on that. So they were working on the trees, trying to clear the roadways, and then the snow. They did some paving, Stone Cave Road from Highway 28, State Highway, to State 283, East Valley Road. The whole thing was completed. Davis Road, 8/10 of it was paved. So, and the 2 roads were paved. We were gonna do potholes, now they're full, they're patched. We'll work on that. We did have 3 roads. Taft Cemetery Highway, somehow that got lost in the road list when the building burned 15 years ago. We discussed tonight at the road committee adding that back on. 2/10 of C.L. Barker Road to be removed, and Graham Circle be removed.
And Tommy will give the report,
And Tommy,
the
yeah.
update on that during the main body of the agenda, so.
And we've probably got 120 hours of work this week.
We see you out
The
there.
last time, I kind of guessed. We came in Sunday night before it hit, started 7:30 and worked till 7 the next night.
KW, what say you?
I think that's the looking forward part is Lewis Chapel Road. I think we're working on paving it next year, next spring, is our next big paving job.
Lewis Chapel Road.
Thank you.
That's gonna be a fun one with traffic, but.
Any questions or comments, supportive comments for the highway department? Mr. Barton?
Y'all done a good job in this thing. And I do have one question, and Kelton, I think you and I talked offline on this. How much salt do you have left?
We don't have any left. We just got 3 more tandem loads today, but we hit the back of the shed today, this morning, so.
We're borrowing from the state.
Yeah, state's providing for us. We don't have. That's
And
insane.
I do know there was an accident last night. We hadn't been home long, a little before 7. 911 called, and somebody stole our signs on a road closed, so, and there was an accident there, so it's just never ending.
Jimbo?
On the CL Lane, is that his request?
CL Lane,
CL Lane? Oh,
or no, CL Barker.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
never
on
mind.
East Valley. Stanley and Corey Barker.
I thought you were talking about there for CL Lane.
Oh, yeah, no, that's,
I didn't know if that's something I think you know.
no, that would be nice, but we have, to get to that road, we go Sequatchie, Bledsoe, Hamilton, and then Sequatchie. Yeah.
Mr. Pike?
I'd like to take this time to commend the road department. I think everybody here has seen on Facebook and everything else where people vilifying them for the way they've been doing. But I want to commend them to the highest level. In my district, had a man that his wife, they couldn't get out. He had to have dialysis. We all know what happens when you don't get dialysis. The call was made, we can't get out. Yeah, I made the call and said, hurry, you know where so-and-so live? Yeah. He said, they're trapped in their house and can't get out. He's got to have dialysis. He needs to transport it down to 127 so the ambulance can get him. Within an hour, 1 hour, that road was cleared. He was able to get out. Go to dialysis, probably saved the man's life. But I want to tell about stuff like that you don't see on Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you want to get your feet wet, anybody out there, jump on in here and run for office. I mean, Okay, Sheldon, are you still here with TAG? I know your leadership group didn't show, but.
No school today. Yeah, we did have
You got a few?
few that may have slipped in. But,
They're Leos too, I believe, aren't they?
so I gave a printed sheet kind of highlighting last year's programs. I think the biggest thing we've had in the last, since the last meeting, is we have hired a family consumer science agent. Started January 1. And I let the staff go home this afternoon instead of staying for the meeting so they could get in before dark. Some of them was wanting to make sure they were in before too late tonight. So hopefully we can introduce you all to her at the next meeting in March.
Very good. Very good. Point out your youth leadership with these Leos.
I think they're the Leos.
They're our Leos, Janice, I think. So anyway, we'll have the leadership class back.
One leadership?
Yeah, I was in it last year. So. Exactly.
Anything else?
Thank you, Sheldon. We appreciate it. Okay, moving forward, JP, the Veteran Services, come forward, sir.
Y'all have the annual report. What you see here is this was an average of what an average year was in the 10 years before 2022. What we did total in this calendar year, and then what we did calendar year in 2023. So you can see all our numbers are better. The main thing is that we do have an online system now for scheduling appointments people can go to. And I've been briefing Mr. Cartwright about, I'm going to be working through the legislative process to try to make some changes to Tennessee law so that counties can get some grants to help out with this sort of work. Does anybody have any questions for me? And on the back of you have basically what this coming year's VA amounts are going to be. And as you can see, if someone goes from nothing to 100% or even 50 to 70%, it's quite a bit. So life-changing amounts. Questions?
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate it. Okay, moving right along. I've invited Michael Scoggins to come up. Michael, come on up and share the vital role that the rescue squad has played this past week, and really every week relative to funerals, but specifically this past week and what you guys have been doing.
Okay. First, I'd like to start, we bought a side-by-side in the middle of last year to update our fleet, and it was well used. We had 168 hours in shelter. We done 3 Puckett assist, 21 citizens assist, 1 church assist, 8 welfare checks, and 1 mutual aid from Bledsoe County Police Department. And as of 3 o'clock today, we still done 2 more, so it's not over with yet. I do want to say to TDOT and the Highway Department, if they didn't do what they done, we wouldn't have been able to get where we got. So kudos to them. We had to take people propane that run out of propane because the public had called and asked us, is there anything we could do? So we had to take tanks off of our grills and griddles to get them by, and it worked. So it got the job done anyhow.
Michael, how many beds do you have? How many folks can you shelter?
We have a bunk house upstairs for the members, but we have 12 cots that stays there on our own, plus we have the Red Cross trailer that is set up to house, I think, 15 as a shelter.
And a lot of folks don't know this, but that's vital during a storm like we've just gone through. Mm-hmm. So I know nobody at the rescue squad got a whole lot of sleep.
We're looking forward to the night.
That's right.
Any questions or comments from Michael Scoggins?
I'd like to say thank you, Michael.
You're welcome, buddy. That's what we're there
Good
for.
job. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys. Okay, Miss Pam with the IDB, anything from you?
Well, we've had an extremely busy year this past year, and also starting out this quarter, we've been extremely busy. We're looking forward to working with our partners, Sequatchie Associates, and planning a master plan for Carlisle development up off of 111. So that's all I can say at this point, but we're real excited about the growth. We see tremendous growth, and so we're just doing our due diligence.
Thank you, Pam. Any questions for Pam?
I think you mentioned last time there was an anchor, a huge one maybe. Is that still possible? Or?
Possible.
Okay.
That's all I can say, because you know how that goes.
Yeah.
One day you have it, one day it's just yeah, but until we do that master plan, we really can't do anything as far as concrete goes. But that's next. That's the next thing that has to be done before anything else is done. So, yeah, but we've been busy. So kudos to all of my IDB members, because all their expertise comes to the table, along with commissioners. Tommy Johnson has been a big help on the contracting and everything. I would also like to say thank you to Rescue Squad and Highway Department. I mean, it's a village, y'all, and it takes all of us to do it. And I'm so proud of Sequatchie County, because I've just heard nothing but good, besides all the negative.
Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate it. In the house tonight, we have the executive director for Settler. She's in a different role tonight. I'm going to ask the talented Rachel Hackworth to come forward and share something about the SNP project.
All right, so yes, I'm not wearing my Settler hat tonight. I'm wearing my volunteer hat. So I've been volunteering with the Sequatchie Valley Low Cost Spay and Neuter Clinic, and we have a fundraiser that we are rolling out. We just started it a couple of weeks ago. You'll start seeing some stuff over this next month. It's called Project SNP. So since the clinic opened in 2020, so they opened at a really difficult time when they first started. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. It is a very bare bones nonprofit, doing amazing work for this community. So since they opened in 2020, they have spayed or neutered over 13,000 cats and dogs. How I got involved was I had a feral cat that I inherited with the house, with a note and some cat food. And he started told me it was a boy, and he started getting fat. And so I ran into someone who was volunteering with the clinic and had a booth, and they said, bring him to the clinic, you can get him. And it was a boy, confirmed. But it was a great, easy, very affordable service. So not only does the clinic offer the spay and neuter services at just a fraction of the cost of what it actually costs for these services, but they also have a tremendous trap, neuter, release program where they're really helping with the feral cat populations in this community. So Project SNP, we have, you should have some information in your packets. There's sponsorship opportunities or spots and sponsorships for Project SNP. And we already have our top spot sponsors. We still have space for Claim Your Spot and Soft Spot sponsorships. Our deadline for those sponsorships is tomorrow. The thing that will be coming out in February is we're going to be sending out like a community-wide plea letter. And all of our sponsors will be acknowledged in the mail out that goes out to the community. So far, we've raised a little over $4,000. And our goal is $10,000 with this, and from everything that I've seen from this amazing community, I think we're going to get there. So if you are interested in sponsorship, you've got forms. There are some forms out here as well. Let us know, and keep a lookout on social media, because we'll have a lot of giving opportunities on there as well. Thank you so much for giving me a little time today.
You're welcome. Mr. Clement.
Being a business owner, Jeff, we've had a lot of businesses contribute to this, and I think as a commissioner, the business part of it aside, we do, as part of our budget, make a donation to this group, but they need more. You saw the action that they took. So I would encourage other commissioners to be involved, try to involve your community. One of the things, the criticisms we get as a commission, since I've been on here, I'm sure years before, where's your animal shelter? Where's your pet park? those are unfundable. They're not reality for something for our community. This is action. This particular group has done things positively to make a difference, and they're continuing to do so. In this short period of time, they've raised this thing. So I just encourage everyone, write a check, write whatever the amount is. There's not, yeah, you have your spots, but do something. And encourage your community to do that, especially those people within your districts that say, where's our animal shelter, the animal problem? This is a solution to it. So I would encourage all of us commissioners to donate as commissioners. We get paid a little bit, put a little back to the community thing, and then also talk to your constituents. Encourage this. This really is a good organization that has results. We get solicited all the time with organizations. What do? This is, the action's there, it's done. Rachel presented that. And she has brought her own talent to this group for someone that's done this fundraising in the past. People can doubt what this achieves. $4,000 in a less than a month standpoint is pretty impressive to me. So let's make that more impressive. I really would like to see that goal. It's something that's passionate to me, my wife especially as well. So encourage people and sell it as a means to respond to the constant dialogue of what do we do for the animals. This is something that's happening every day. Rachel, thank you for presenting that.
Well said. Thank you. Appreciate it, Rachel. Small town America, folks, doing a wonderful job. Okay, up next, Miss Janice with the chain. You have some special guests, I think, don't you, Janice? Our future servants, guys, right here.
First of all, I need to tell you thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Commissioners, for allowing me this opportunity. And I need you to know, I saw Eric Higgins, and I sent Kim a note that said, you need to get up and go hug Sarai's neck, because she's going to take the heat for the next 2 or 3 days before we have the school. But what you have is an infographic on the chamber in this past year and things that are going to happen. You maybe look over it. The biggest thing is that tourism, through the state's eyes and through the chamber's eyes, tourism is real dollars. Tourism brings in money into Sequatchie County. So you may say, well, why does the chamber spend a lot of money, a lot of time on tourism? When people come here, what do we want them to do? We want them to spend the night. We want them to spend money in the restaurants, spend money in the stores. So tourism is real dollars, and we had a 19% increase last year and was recognized as only 10 people in the state was recognized by the governor in making at least 15% increase. We continue to do Identigo, which is the fingerprinting. We've printed like 700 people since we started in August. And the Scenic Byway, we have a new book out. I should have bought one. That's covering the Scenic Byway, all counties up and down the byway. There, we have those for sale. It's the Great Valley. One of the biggest things that we've done since the last quarter is look down at the Lions Club emblem. Coach Brad Thompson and Miss Rachel Salzman, Mia, Patrick, and Emma Salzman, they spent every waking hour from the time they got out of school at Christmas until the 23rd of December when the Dunlap Lions Club and the Sequatchie County Rescue Squad and volunteers delivered 1,744 people in 600 homes in Sequatchie County. I guess that's a lot. A lot of that was requests for food from senior citizens. These 3 people right here are our future. And if you never seen them work, or you think, oh, our kids are growing up without any work ethic, I'm telling you that's not so. That they have work ethic, they volunteer. We have From now through next year, we have a tourism marketing grant. And that's just through the Tennessee Tourism Department. The marketing grant does just that. It markets Sequatchie County. We have a tourism enhancement grant, which is purchasing sound equipment and lighting equipment for the 7 or 8 stages that we have. It's mobile, it's portable in Sequatchie County and Dunlap. It's also if you remember seeing the walking tour that the students from MTSU did about the buildings in Dunlap, we're buying plaques to mark those buildings. They're historic buildings in Sequatchie County. So what are your questions?
Any questions or comments?
I think
Janice?
the Chamber of Commerce has done a great job as far as getting the word out for tourism and the activities we have in Sequatchie County.
Thank you, Chester.
Thank you, Chester.
Thank you.
Other
And we're
parties?
there basically 24 hours a day if you need anything. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, if you want to make a difference in your life and others, join the Lions Club or the Rescue Squad or any other
Exactly.
service
Or both.
organization, or both. Most of us do both. But they really make a difference, and we appreciate the youth leadership through the LEOs and also through the youth leadership program. And we commend you guys for what you've done. So thank you. Mr. Pickett, I know you've got an event coming up with Valley Fest in May, but any words? I know that's coming a few months down the road. But
Yeah, and it's more than just an event now. It's a year-long thing with all the things that are going on. The new addition on the south end of the creek is underway, and weather permitting, it'll continue. Just continues to grow. One festival has created about a 28-acre recreation facility.
thank you, Doc.
Think the snow will be gone by the time the Valley Fest comes around?
I don't know, that's a good question.
Maybe build a ski slope
Yeah.
over there, Doc. All right. Councilor Mitchell, anything on the legal standpoint of the county? I know we're finishing audit up, and I know we've got some T's to cross.
The only thing I would say is these young folks in the back and Rachel did an amazing job. I don't know who else was involved with the Lions Club, but it was the most organized I've ever been involved with, and they did an amazing job. So, and I will also say, County Executive helped Sequatchie Memorial Gardens kind of get their paving done. So if you, he just kind of helped orchestrate some involvement. So if you have an opportunity to see Sequatchie Memorial Gardens, that paving has been done, and that is just such an asset to our community. So, I think he just kind of helped push it along, and it really has turned out good.
Yeah, we didn't use any taxpayer
No
money.
taxpayer dollars.
It was a long
done.
effort,
And
yes.
so it was a lot of effort. It's been a long process, and so he deserves some credit to get that accomplished by the year end. So.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
Mr. Chairman, may I say, she knows what happened to these young people because the entire Mitchell and Austin family came in droves.
That's
to do
right.
this.
See, we can get right back to you, Jennifer.
I've got one question I'd like to ask. Who come up with the design and the filling those boxes? Man, that stuff was packed in there. I mean, in the.
You're looking at it, right? You're looking at this one right here.
My goodness, that stuff's in there right now, I'm telling you.
The
That
bags
was a job.
and
If
the
you tried to-
organization.
Did you ever empty one of them?
No.
Oh my goodness, if I unpacked to help this lady unpack one. I can't see how you get that much in the box. I mean, it's good. That's a good job, I'm telling you.
All right. Budget Chair Barber, you're up, sir.
Good job.
Guys, as he's making his way up, I want to make part of the minutes the trustees report and the cash flow analysis from the county executive. We'll put that on public record, so.
All right, the Budget Committee did meet this evening at 5:30 to go over a few items, and got my notes here. We'll just go down the list and see if we can get through these. First off, we had a few transfers to take care of. The first one, and this came as a recommendation, this came as a motion from the Budget Committee. Transferring Budget Code 171 capital projects, sum total of $82,717.09. And we're transferring those to 51,800,712 heating and air equipment for the jail. That was $69,419, and then the balance of that, 91,170, 399 other contracted services, an additional 13,298.09.
You've heard the motion from the Budget Committee. Do I hear a second? Have a second from Mr. Shell. Any comments? Madam Clerk, a roll call because it exceeds $5,000, please.
Chester Shell?
Yes.
Gary Williams?
Yes.
Brian Ruling? James Freeland?
Yes.
Brian Walker?
Yes.
Joyce Dotson?
Yes.
Ed Nunley?
Yes.
Jeff Barger?
Yes.
Paul Powell?
Yes.
Michael Hudson?
Yes.
June Dishman? Yes. Frank Silver?
Yes.
Susie Bostic?
Yes.
Tommy Johnson?
Yes.
Tom Venero?
Yes.
And Jeff Mackey?
Yes.
Okay, the transfer hereby passes. Mr. Chairman.
All right. The next item, and this also was a motion comes out of a motion from the Budget Committee, transferring from Budget Code 101, transferring from 39,000 fund balance, sum total of $4,658.97, and that's transferring to 54,110,338 sheriff vehicle maintenance. That same total, $4,658.97.
This is a reimbursement. You've heard the motion. Do I hear a second? I have a second from Mr. Breeden. Any questions?
There should have been a copy of the insurance check in y'all's packets. And this, as the chairman said, this is just flow through money. This is from the insurance fund.
Hearing no question, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, said transfer hereby passes. Mr. Chairman.
All right. The next item, I'm going to go a little bit off of my agenda and go to the clerk request. Do we need to waive the 7-day rule for the full commission? on
I'll
this?
entertain a motion to waive the 5-day rule on the clerk transfer. Mr. Breeden, I have a motion. I have a second from Mr. Silver. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, said 5-day rule is hereby waived. Mr. Chairman.
All right, and this was brought to us by the county clerk for wanting to give bonuses to her staff, and this came as a motion from the Budget Committee to approve this total of $8,700 moving from her reserve funds to her payroll line items.
You've heard the motion from the budget. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you, sir. Mr. G.W. Gary Williams. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, because it exceeds $5,000, Madam Clerk, a roll call.
Chester Shell?
Yes.
Gary Williams?
Yes.
James Freeland?
Yes.
Brian Walker?
Yes.
Joyce Dotson?
Yes.
Ed Nunley?
Yes.
Jeff Barger?
Yes.
Paul Powell?
Yes.
Michael Hudson?
Yes.
June Dishman?
Yes.
Frank Silver?
Yes.
Susie Bostic?
Yes.
Tommy Johnson?
Yes.
Tom Venero?
Yes.
And Jeff Mackey?
Yes.
Said transfer hereby passes. Mr. Chairman.
All right, that's all of the transfers that the Budget Committee had, but there was a couple more items that the Budget Committee did discuss and make motions on. The next item was this come out of the Budget Committee as a motion for the Valley Fest lease, and the motion was to forgive the debt and reduce the Valley Fest lease to $1 per year with a 90-day out close over a 6-year term.
You've heard the motion from the Budget Committee. I'll entertain a second. Mr. Breeden, we have a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, because it will exceed $5,000 in forgiveness, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Chester Shell?
Yes.
Gary Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
James Breland,
Yes.
Brian Walker,
Yes.
Joyce Dawson,
Yes.
Ed Dudley,
Yes.
Jeff Barker,
Yes.
excuse me, Paul Powell,
Yeah.
Michael Hudson,
Yes.
June Dishman,
Yes.
Frank Silver,
Yes.
Susie Bostic,
Yes.
Tommy Johnson,
Yes.
Tom Manero,
Yes.
and Jeff Mackey.
Yes.
Very good. Mr. Pickett, Mr. Reed, we granted that request. You've done a splendid job in keeping the springs, so to speak, so great job. Mr. Chairman.
All right, there was another item that the Budget Committee took under consideration, and I think everyone would have kind of got a copy of it. It was a AOC grant for court security grant program. This was flow-through dollars, and it came as a motion from the Budget Committee to approve to move forward with this AOC grant.
And really to accept.
Accept,
to
yes.
accept this grant. Now, there is no match to this, it's strictly flow-through. When you've heard the motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a second from Mr. Powell. Any questions? Again, because it exceeds $5,000, Madam Clerk, can you make it through one more roll call?
Who would try? Chester Shell,
Yes.
Gary Williams,
Yes, ma'am.
James Breland,
Yes.
Brian Walker,
Yes.
Joyce Dotson,
Yes.
Ed Dudley,
Yes.
Jeff Barker,
Yes.
Paul Powell,
Yes.
Michael Hudson,
Yes.
June Dishman, Frank Silver,
Yes.
Susie Bostic,
Yes.
Tommy Johnson,
Yes.
Tom Manero,
Yes.
and Jeff Mackey.
Yes.
Okay, said acceptance hereby passes. Now, Charlotte, you may have to just get to pointing to certain people. Use your voice.
Say no words you know.
Okay, Mr. Chair.
All right, that kind of concludes most of the business that the Budget Committee had consideration tonight, but we did also briefly touch on, and elected officials, school system, everyone, budget time is knocking on our door. So everyone in the packet should have got a schedule for the 2024 budget workshop calendar. Basically, in March, we will begin to pass out budget request forms. April will be they'll be back due to the county executive's office in April, and the budget committee will begin reviewing the proposals April 15th thereon, and you guys can have the budget calendar. It's kind of aggressive. We want to try to get the budget in and approved by July. So,
Thank you, Chairman.
thank you.
We appreciate it. Did I leave anybody out as far as department head, elected official? Okay, move. We've got it in the main body of the agenda. Okay, up first, we have Erlanger updates. Stephanie and Rob could not make it tonight due to weather, and they're behind a little bit on their campus layout for the new project, so they'll be with us in March to present their, deliver something to us at that point. Okay, in your packets, the Sequatchie County is notifying the public with regard to its responsibility under Title II of the American and Disabilities Act of 1990, Section 504. On January the 22nd, 2024, the County Commission shall approve a self-evaluation transition plan for ADA that will be available for public view in the County Executive's office located in the Sequatchie County Courthouse at 22 Cherry Street, Dunlap. Anyone with disabilities requiring special accommodation for the meeting should contact the County Executive's office by phone. Sequatchie County supports equal opportunity providers and does not discriminate on the basis of race, sex, age, national origin, or physical handicap. Bottom line, folks, every 5 years, we are to update our ADA transition, American Disabilities Transition Plan. And what we have that on display. Let's see. Oh, here it is. On the ADA Self-Evaluation and Transition Plan, that's been in our office since Christmas. for anyone that wanted to look through it, we've had a few thumb through it. We've had nobody to come in and question. And what this does, every 5 years, we update, like our new sidewalks outside of the courthouse, the Valley Fest, the restrooms that are ADA compliant, anything new, any railing replaced or added to. We add that and update what we do for ADA for disabled folk each 5 years. So if you want to view that, it's here, it's on public display in the county executive's office. It'll be downstairs or right here temporarily. But what we do is attach a resolution, and in your packets, Commission, Resolution 793, the Sequatchie County Self-Evaluation and ADA Transition Plan is presented, and I will entertain a motion to approve Resolution 793.
So moved.
I have a motion from Mr. Mackey. I have a second from Mr. Powell. I see you, Ed.
Okay.
Any questions regarding or comments about this reevaluation? Now, the Development District, a little more information has helped put this together, making sure I crossed the T's and dotted the I's, because candidly, folks, I couldn't write that. So they've done a great job for us and always there to help. So any comments? Hearing none, all in favor of Resolution 793, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Hearing none, said resolution hereby passes. Madam Clerk, and we'll sign off on that a little bit later. Okay, up next, I'm going to ask that Tommy Johnson come forward. He is the chairman of our road committee, and present the bill of fare, so to speak, from our road committee meeting earlier tonight.
Good evening. The road committee did meet its annual January meeting. We had roughly 3 items to come forward. 1 item we will take action on tonight. The other 2 will be dealt with the county attorney later. So Taft-Harvey Cemetery Road, evidently back during the fire that destroyed the highway department's building and all the records. Taft-Harvey Cemetery Road was not placed back on the county road list as it should have. And former road supervisors signed affidavits with the county executive and our road supervisor and said yes, they had done work on it. So on behalf of the road committee, it is our recommendation that Taft-Harvey Cemetery Road be put back on the county road list.
You've heard the recommendation. I want a motion and a second. I've got a motion from Mr. Powell. I've got a second from Mr. Walker. Any questions? Comments? Hearing none, all in favor of putting back Taft-Harvey Cemetery Road in the 1st District, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Hearing none, Taft-Harvey Cemetery Road is hereby re-added to the road list.
The next 2 items are roads that are requested to be removed from our current road list. The first is Graham Circle in the 1st District, and the second being a portion of C.L. Barker Road, roughly 0.2 of a mile in the 5th District. It will be a recommendation from the road committee that these roads be moved forward to the county attorney and proper notification be ran in the Dunlap Tribune, and the commissioners from both the 1st and the 5th District will also have to sign off and say yes, they support this cause. Graham Circle is basically at the very end of the road. There's a circle portion that the family owns, have bought all the property that it touches. And C.L. Barker Road, this is on behalf of Stanley Barker. It is closing the last 0.2 of a mile of that county road. It is a recommendation from the road committee that this move forward to the county attorney and due process be taken.
Now, at that point, we will not take action on those items tonight.
The county legislative body has to recommend to move it forward to Ms. Mitchell. It will come back before us in March, and we will approve the recommendation at March.
I'll entertain a motion to move forward. Mr. Breland, thank you, sir, for that motion. I have a second from Mr. Hudson. Any questions? Mr. Venero.
So the Graham Circle, is that at the end of Graham Road? So Graham Road will not be impacted on the county road list?
Graham Road.
Okay.
What our map shows, Graham Circle circles right in front of this particular home by about 20 feet. It goes 20 feet next to the front porch. And it'll be taking the circle portion of the road off the county road map.
And it's separate than Graham Road type.
Yes.
Now, there's a couple of Graham roads, one up on Lewis Chapel Mountain out near Harvey Cemetery. It's not that location. I've had several calls relative to that. Chester's been burned up too about it. But this is at the base of Lewis Chapel, so just for clarity.
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
It's right in down to the scenic overlook. You're gonna
Correct.
look at it.
Yeah, right there behind it, yeah.
We've got a motion and a second. Any other comments of going forward? All in favor say aye of pushing it forward to the county attorney.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none. Jennifer, it'll be on your desk when we get it there.
Just one last comment, it's been said many times. Eric Higgins and his whole department has done a wonderful job the last several days. Every single day, multiple times, I've been on the phone with Eric, texting at 11 o'clock Eastern time and later. So Eric and the whole team's done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tommy. We appreciate that good report. Okay, up next is in your packets, Commissioners, you should have gotten the 2024 budget calendar. I asked that we adopt this. We need in the minutes that we adopted this. Now this can change. If you'll read the bottom, changes to be announced 10 days prior to the meeting. Meeting dates may be subject to change. I don't know how much more clear we can do it. But we're on schedule to complete the budget prior to and approve before July 1. So that's our goal. We will attempt to do that again this year, but I believe we can get it done. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the budget schedule. I have a motion for Mr. Barber and a second from Mr. Powell. Any questions relative to it? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Budget schedule hereby is set. Ms. Johnson, we've got that down, right? All right. Now, I've got one other item that I want to bring up. It is, you should have a copy. It's resolution number 794. It's another grant. It's an American Rescue Plan grant, ARP grant, coming through the county. There's no match to this. It's $371,600 for the enhancement of our health departments. Now, we're going to have to get a motion to waive the 5-day rule. I have a motion from Mr. Shell, a second from Mr. Barber. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, hearing none, the 5-day rule is hereby waived. A little more information. We have sat down with the health department. Now, this will not be administered by the county. This is for the health department folks. I'm sitting at the table, but once you approve acceptance of this grant, they really take it from there. We're just simply flow through. They'll come through the county and go out through the county. It's a debit left, credit right cancellation. So, saying that, and I don't know, I can't tell you that it's going to go out in this fiscal year. I can't tell you if it's going to go out in the next fiscal year, but we're going to budget for it. So some of these grants, especially through ARP that the state manages, have been, our non-competitive water grants, they've been tough to get through. So Resolution 794, I'll entertain a motion to approve said resolution. I have a motion from Mr. Breeden. I have a second from Michael Hudson. Any questions?
Excuse me, the architect you said you'd be working with, is
Yes.
that Oakland? Or do you know?
No, it is not, Michael, and I'm glad you asked that, and I've got that with me, right?
AEI.
AEI, and we sat down, we did a RFQ, request for qualifications. The development district did that on all the health departments in the 10-county area. They did the RFQ, request for qualifications, on many of these. Now, AEI, they did our surrounding counties. They've been highly recommended. The development district really liked them. Our health department folks really requested them. So that's who's written in. They're out of Cookville. I don't know anybody involved in any of these, really nobody local put in, but AEI out of Cookville was requested to do the servicing, and that's part of Resolution 794. Good question. Any other questions? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of Resolution 794, again, because the amount, even though it's flow through, exceeds 5,000. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
Chester Shell, yes. Gary Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
James Breland.
Yes.
Brian Walker.
Yes.
Jonas Dotson.
Yes.
Ed Nunley.
Yes.
Jeff Barger.
Yes.
Paul Powell.
Yes.
Michael Hudson.
Yes.
June Dishman.
Yes.
Frank Silver.
Yes.
Susie Bostic.
Yes.
Tommy Johnson.
Yes.
Tommy Nero.
Yes.
And Jeff Mackey.
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 794 hereby passes. This concludes our new business. Any appointment of notaries, Madam Clerk?
No, sir.
Wow, very
No,
good.
no.
Any
We got
announcements from the commissioners? Any comments? I know we've lost some people over the holidays, some splendid servants in our community. Thank God for small town America. I appreciate you guys.
I would,
Mr. Barton.
I would like to make one announcement, and, because everybody knows, down in my district, I'm involved with, somewhat with the South End Volunteer Fire Department. And South End Volunteer Fire Department Ken was able to secure a state grant of $75,000.
Very good.
And, let the folks know that.
Well, there's 25 we would save on the budget, Tommy. I'll tell you.
I would also.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that, I know I talked to Ken as well, they're in desperate need of help down there. I think their numbers have dropped drastically, so, you know, anyone down in that area might be willing to help. Just pass it along.
Yeah, he's contacted me, and there's been a few homeowners that's called him about their insurance going up because of the ISO rating and things like that. And they are. We're always in need of volunteers.
Well said. Anyone else? Mr.
I'd
Miller.
like to mention to people, keep one of our ladies that does flags when we bring a military person out. She passed away, and she's at the funeral home, but keep her family in her prayers. Leanne Moore.
Yeah, Leanne Austin Moore, we discussed her earlier, a splendid servant, a personal friend of many. We're going to miss her and what she's done for our small town and community. Going to be missed. Anyone else? Hearing nothing? Thank you, BTC Fiber, for being here. We stand adjourned.
Everything's fine on